Hello everyone, thank you for always sticking to Akweya TV, your #1 broadcast channel that brings you stories around history, art and culture as it relates to our development as individuals and as a society. On today's show, we will be discussing the death toll in our entertainment industry, looking at the movie sector, and I am your host, Hope Williams. And in the studio, I have a renowned theater practitioner, Om'oba Jerry Adesewo. You're so welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining us, viewers at home.
So, while we continue in the conversation of the death toll in our entertainment industry, do well to like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you're notified anytime we post a video, so you can join our conversations. And also, you can check us out on all our social media platforms and read up news stories on our website. Today, we will be talking about the death toll in the Nollywood industry. It seems like death has remembered our movie industry this year, because we've had series of deaths going from January down to April. In January, we had Mr. Deji, the Olofaina, that's of the Yoruba section of the Nollywood. Then we had Akweya. She's also one of the Nollywood actors. We have Mr. Ibu, Sisi Kodri, Jumoke, and Amechi Monago. The most recent one is Junior Pope, which happened a few weeks back and has really caused issues on social media. We have people saying a lot of things about all of this. And now it makes us wonder, did we offend the God of the land? Because it's so scary that we are losing prominent actors within the first quarter of the year. Counting from January to now is just 4 months. So, Mr. Jerry, if we look at the cause of deaths of some of these prominent actors, looking at the cause of death of some of these prominent actors, you see that some of them battled health issues.
Yeah.
Like the Olofaina, he had to battle cancer, even though he died at, at 74 thereabouts.
Yes.
He battled cancer. Akweya also battled cancer. Then we still have Jumoke. We have Amechi Monago, who had kidney issues. We had Mr. Ibu, who had from being poisoned to diabetes to blood clotting, and then his leg being amputated. Like, he had complications.
Yeah.
Now that begs the question, because we saw them come online to start soliciting for help, especially Amechi Monago and Mr. Ibu's case. They were soliciting for funds from fans. So now that begs the question, is it that our Nollywood actors or theater practitioners are not paid well enough or to have health insurance policy, or they just don't care about having health insurance policy?
Wow. Okay. So maybe to start first, by saying death is a natural phenomenon. It will always come. As humans, we will plead for it to please come later. We want it to come later,
maybe
when we are old and all of that. And that is why we are not making too much of force about the death of Olofaina, because he's at least he's an octogenarian, he's elderly. However, bringing it to the area of payments, how they are remunerated, and then insurance and all of that, that's actually a very complicated terrain. Of course, in Nigeria today, I can almost say that a larger percentage of artists are still not being paid their value.
Okay.
When you talk about the it's called IP, intellectual property value, they are still not being paid well enough. But you have a 1%, segment of the Nollywood who are very well paid.
The A-list actors.
The A-list actors who are very well paid. And I would think that somebody like John Okafor belong in that category.
Yeah.
You know,
With
I
all
would
the
think
years
like,
of
yes,
practice.
you belong in that category. I'm not sure where to place Monago, but he's always been there too. So, but it is not a question of whether they are paid well or not to be able to avoid insurance. Insurance is a question of deliberateness. You know, it's about being conscious of the fact that there is, you know, hazard in every job, in every profession, in every career, and one of the way to mitigate the unintended hazards that could arise in our place of works is insurance cover. But in the entertainment industry, it has been a major challenge. You know, it's a struggle to get, you know, entertainment practitioners to to buy, like it is in the larger society. If you take stock of how many people ride vehicles, drive vehicles, own vehicles and drive vehicles on our streets in Nigeria, yeah, I can bet you that if not for the enforcement of law, where VIO, road safety, we stop them
you, yeah,
and ask for
questions.
this thing, and one of the things they will ask for is your insurance cover. I doubt if anybody would want to do insurance for their vehicles. So I think it's just, you know, a carefree, you know, attitude to the importance of insurance, you know, and because generally we have that you know, attitude around insurance. Of course, the insurance how do I call them now? Practitioners too have a blame in this. Let me take, for instance, since we are talking about the entertainment industry, I belong to an association called the National Association of Nigerian Theatre Art Practitioners,
Okay.
NANTAP, which has been at the forefront of ensuring that members, theater practitioners, which include actors, which some of these mega actors, A-list actors that we are talking about, they are members of the National Association of Nigerian Theatre Art Practitioners, because that is the one and only gazetted, you know, association for theater and allied art in Nigeria, which includes film, which includes radio, which includes, you know, everything. So I will not mention the insurance company for sake of whatever, but the thing is that we had an arrangement with an insurance company where you ensure that members, as you are paying your membership dues, one of the things you do on a yearly basis is to also pay this insurance, and as an organization it is packaged together. That has encouraged a lot of people to now do it. It is still a tug of war for the association convincing every member to get,
in it.
You know, to participate in it.
Oh, that's really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So looking at the most recent death in the entertainment industry, in Nollywood precisely, is that of Junior Pope.
Yes.
And some other crew members who died while returning from set. Yeah. Now, the AGN, that's the Actors Guild of Nigeria, did a press release where they suspended the producer, Adanna Luke. They suspended her from producing movies. And then they also suspended the production and also suspended production of movies in riverine areas. Now, I want to know, what's your take on this? Is this the best they should have done, or is there something they should have done better?
For me, it's a no. It's too much of an overkill, you know, the decision they have taken. I agree the fact that they have to take some decisions. You know, we need to get to a point in this country and in our industry where we take proactive decisions, or probably I say preventive decision, rather than reactionary decisions. So the decisions that the AGN has taken, as beautiful as it will seem, is actually reactionary. My understanding of the role of AGN is also to be some kind of a film, movie, Nollywood police for movie production. Yeah. But we know how we are in Nigeria. We flout rules. The producer don't give a damn about what the rules are in the association. So that's probably why they are coming very hard on. But I think that suspending production of movies in the riverine areas and whatnot is not a solution. If what should have happened is for instance, look at that very viral video that shows Pope the day before saying, take it easy, take it easy. You can see he was not on life jackets.
Of course. And not just him, almost
everybody there, no life jacket. So if there had been life jacket, it is possible that the fatality of that accident would have been reduced, because, I mean, even in waters that are more violent than this one, people with life jackets survive. Is the whole essence of it. So for the producer, that was where she had rather, you carry human being and put them on the waters, and there's no life jacket. I think that's carelessness, you know. So this is one avoidable death. We are talking about those who had ailments and they died. That's a different thing. But these are people who are ill and healthy. Yeah. And then you threw them on the sea, on the waters, and this happened, and you could not save them. And we were talking about insurance also. I am not sure, I have not had anybody come out to say it. It is obvious that even the entire production is not insured. It is also possible that Pope himself, as an individual who has a responsibility to himself and to his family, probably don't have an insurance. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, because of our attitude to insurance issues. And you see, he was saying in that video, "Now only me them born. I get 3 Pekin. I am the one that now me go take care of them." You know. So where insurance, again, like you have mentioned, come into play is with this incident that has happened. If he had a personal insurance, there is a claim that is accruable to his family. So talking about taking care of the children is gone, but the family, the wife would still have been able to take care of those children from the insurance claim.
Okay, without having to go through.
Without having to suffer, without at least they can, you know, take their life. Now, if the producer herself had taken insurance on the production, that's another source of. This cannot replace the life that is lost, mind you, but
it's giving the living an edge.
Exactly, it gives some kind of edge. So the death of Junior Pope is actually a very careless one that is avoidable, and of course insurance would have played a very big role in the long run, but unfortunately I am sure that there was no insurance involved in all of this.
Okay, thank you for sticking with us through this conversation. We'll be going on a short break, and don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and do well to subscribe to our channel, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, what's up, people? My name is Solomon Lange, and you're watching Akweya TV. God bless you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ochaya Ojofu. I am the founder of Akweya Children Carnival. Watch Akweya TV.
Ye masni ame Veronica Ochidu. Engaga ya Akweya TV.
Agatugole gadam. Ihiyegun kama Oge David Ubede. Mbo Bagaji, Tugolega Agatu, local government of Benue State. Umbo reporter Akweya TV. Akweya TV.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. I am still your host, Hope Williams, and of course I still have Om'oba Jerry Adesewo with me in the studio. We're still talking about the death toll in Nollywood and how it has impacted even us as Nollywood fans. So, like I said before, do well to like, comment, and share this video, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, Mr. Jerry, still talking about Junior Pope's death and the AGN sanction. one would think that the AGN went overboard or the sanction was unnecessary. Looking at it that you sanctioned the production of movies on riverine area, you sanctioned the producer from working as a producer and all of that. But these sanctions will be lifted in no distant time, probably in 6 months or even in a year. But then that does not take out the risk involved in production around riverine area. And one would think that the AGN should be like the police, because in the AGN, it is expected to have a safety department.
Yeah.
So is it not the duty of the safety department to police all production spots, whether around riverine areas or not, both those in the bushes, those on the highway, to be sure that they are keeping up with safety measures? So is the reason why probably the agent is not functioning properly, or the producers of these movies are overlooking?
Well, I will speak from both sides of my mouth. You know, as in, I will speak for both the producers. What I think, I will speak for the AGN. Like I mentioned earlier on, I think what the AGN has done is an overkill. But at the same time, they can't be excused. It was the spur of the moment, the pain of what had happened. The suspension of the producer, the sanction of the producer, I had no qualms with that. I think it's fine, it's okay, given the fact that, you know, you could see some gaping holes in terms of the level of carelessness, you know, no attention paid to safety, you know, health and safety in the course of that production. So for that, I think, you know, that's fine. But the sanction, you know, for instance, on production in river, filming in riverine areas, I think is a bit high-handed. How do I mean? Okay, this happened just last week, and so producer A has failed, you know, the quality text or the safety text, and then producer B already have his filming scheduled, and he's also going to use the riverine area. So he has invested money, he has done, and then you have sanctioned that place, and that production is on hold. Money, funds will be lost, and all of that. So I think that's a bit of of an overkill. It's an extreme. What I think the AGM, you know, should have done is to improve on the safety measures, to insist that, if I know there are different packages of insurances, you know, some that has to do with marine, don't mind me, you know, all those things. You can do a special thing. Say, okay, if you must film here, these are the steps that must be taken. These are the measures that must be taken. There must be insurance. There must be life jacket. And like you mentioned, AGN should have an enforcement. I know they have. I don't know how effective. You know, they have this enforcement, you know, to ensure that, you know, producers. But I think, again, the problem, again, will take us to another issue that I probably think is for another day. The proliferations of bodies within our tech sectors. Okay, so I am a member of AGN, which means Actors Guild of Nigeria. That has a cover for... what's his name? Junior Pope is an actor and probably an active member of the AGN. But there is also an association for the producer, Movie Producers Association of Nigeria, where the producer belongs. So this sanction on the producer now,
by the AGN,
it might probably not stand, because if the producer is not an actor and is not answerable to AGN and is a member of the Movie Producer Association, she will call their bluff.
Yes, she will not abide by that sanction.
She will not abide by that sanction. She will call their bluff. So unless these two organizations are now coming together and saying, no, this is, we condemn this and we are acting together. Because if an Actors Guild of Nigeria is sanctioning a producer who is a member of Movie Producers Association of Nigeria, I mean, you will understand that
she will call them bluff.
Mind you, she deserves to be sanctioned, with all due respect. So I'm sorry, she didn't plan for this to happen. But you could see the carelessness, like I mentioned, mentioned earlier on. So it's a lot of issues. I don't really know what to make of this sanction, because of these issues. Now you have the Directors Guild of Nigeria. We have all of those different
all of
guilds.
them are in the entertainment industry.
And all of them are and of course we have NANTAP, like I mentioned earlier on. So that's why I said this is another story for probably another issue for another day, because I will be steering a political whatever if I go too deep into that. So for me, AGN should gather their act together. They should make sure that there is an enforcement. There should be a measure, a safety measure, which all actors must, because the AGN is responsible for the actors.
Yes, and not the producer. Or director.
Even if the producer is an actor, he or she can decide to be on for this purpose. She is a producer, not an actor. So they should protect their members, the actors, and say, look, you actors are funny too. I remember in this city, there was a time NANTAP said to members in Abuja that no NANTAP member will go on stage very long time ago, over 20 years, for any fee less than, I think, 30,000 naira. I can remember. The whole idea is to create a standard you don't underpay. But some actors, maybe somebody has not worked for like how many years? Months. And somebody now go and say, there is one work to do. How much are you going to pay me? 15,000 naira. So let's do it. Yeah, half bread is better than none. That is always the language. So the one at hand, let's do it. The association tried to enforce it, and you remember themselves. So they don't even carry the association along again. So you have that kind of situation. So there is a whole lot of problem within our sector. With all due respect, we need to become more organized. So AGN should ensure those safety nets to get to the point that if you are taking such high risk job, you go on top sea, on top water. You are taking, even if you know how to swim. Yeah. That's not in that kind of water. And there's no, so if you are taking it, this is what the producer must provide this, provide it. If there is no assurance, guarantee for these safety measures, don't take the job. But I can bet you, the person can look at it, the actor on his own can look at it and say, don't worry, God is in control. And like my Yoruba people will say that they don't name you, the reason they name you Folorunso is not so that you use a banana leaf to climb palm tree. Folorunso means the one who God take care of. So even if God take care of you, it should not be a reason for you to take risk and walk into a lion's den because your name is Daniel.
Okay, so looking at the entertainment industry, in recent time, we have seen people fake their death, all in the name of wanting to generate numbers and get traffic, or sell their music or their movies, and this is messing with the emotion of their fans. So, what is your take in people playing these death stunts?
Well, is the life we find ourselves in. It's where we find ourselves. People are in a hurry to, in this era of this era of social media. Everybody want to hit a certain number of views and likes and whatever, and so anything you can do to get to that point is permissible somehow. Well, while it is permissible, I think that it's actually very dangerous. Honestly, I don't know a terrain. I don't know what to make of it. Why would you want to fake your own death just because you want to to increase your numbers on social media.
But don't you think this has a
and
huge negative impact in the entertainment industry?
Of course it does, not just in the entertainment industry. Generally, it does. Like people are kidnapping themselves so that they can collect money from family. So it's a societal thing. It's a breakdown of values, of morals in the society. You know, make rich, make money, quick syndrome. People are kidnapping themselves, are arranging to kidnap themselves so that they can ask for money and they can take money and all of that. So somebody faking death, what if the person died in the course?
That's actually true, because I don't think they really get to think about that. What if you die in the course of faking your own death?
In the course of, I think there was some kind of story like that back then. I can't remember. This one was a church. I can't remember that, you know, of a pastor who put somebody in the coffin to fake a miracle, and then the person died for the coffin. So
you would exonerate the person.
The person died for the coffin.
That's like the highest risks I think anyone should take.
Should take. Why do you want to the emotions of the people? There are some people who will die at hearing that news that some other person was dead, and then you will now come because you were doing it only for, you're playing with other people's emotion. This John Pope, Junior Pope's, death, I saw on the social media the kind of depression that people were going. The people who don't even know him in person, but just from the movie thing, people crying, people, and all of that. If we look deeply, you will find one instance of one person. If people can die because of football. If four people can die because Super Eagles lost a football match, then imagine that somebody that's their fan that they love, now they hear that the person is dead. Even if the person, the fan don't eventually die,
the person will go through some
kind of trauma. So what do you want to gain? Numbers, Instagram likes or whatever, TikTok, and no, that's not enough for anyone to. But unfortunately, we probably will get to see more of this kind of thing, because that is where we find ourselves.
Talking about it right now, I am just imagining that we wake up tomorrow morning and then we see that Junior Pope's death was a stunt. I can imagine how the whole I don't know what the guy feels now, because I kept checking every day. When I read the guy's when I watched the guy's post, he claims it was a stunt to promote the movie. And I was waiting patiently, and I'm still waiting patiently to see whether we will get to wake up one day and hear that Pope is alive. And that would be the height of, gosh. Yeah.
It will be sweet for his family. It will be something to cherish, for him to be back to life. But of course, the other side of it is really not funny. If anybody will do that just to promote a movie, no.
Okay, so before we round off the show, what measures would you suggest that should be put in place to ensure the total well-being of entertainers? Entertainment. Okay.
I mentioned about what NANTAP is doing, trying to whip members in line to ensure that they take insurance. And I can tell you that I also have, like I promise I will not mention the name of the insurance company, unless they agree to pay you, maybe, or pay me because I am the one making the advert. As you know, authoritatively, as the director of media and publicity of NANTAP, I can tell you that the company, the insurance company that NANTAP is dealing with, has been very, very responsible. In the sense that when things happen to people, including death, it takes less than 3 months to get a claim out. And it is NANTAP who files that claim.
So the person's family doesn't have to go through the rigor?
The family don't have to go through the rigor. So that's why we make the members join. As you are paying your registration, as you are paying your dues, your insurance is included. And then we still encourage, look, if you want to do any other one in other place, the money is also wrong. But as part of this pack, and they have been very, very responsible. So they pay. So now that is what we need to carry further. And I don't know if it was before this thing I mentioned or here, that I also know of another group of people who are pushing what we call entertainment, we need to get to that point where everybody within the sector is covered by insurance. And if they do it the NANTAP way, honestly, I think it will be more effective, because this individual thing sometimes, with all due respect to the insurance company, they manipulate it, they waste your time, they want to do something. But if it is done as an organization, you are able to push the claim. And you see, this organization even go to the point that the claim is not coming to one person. In your form, you would have even shared the claim. Say 15% should go to my wife, 10% should go to my first son, 10% should go to my second son, this should go to my brother. So it's like a will. The insurance itself is like a will. So when the claim comes, it goes only to the individuals that are mentioned in your documentation. Only to the individuals that are mentioned in your documentation as your beneficiary. So if you put only one person there, fine, it goes to that one person, maybe your wife, who would take care of the children, or the husband who will take care of the kids. But if you have a reason to want to spread it, you decide the percentage of the claim that goes to each person. To who. So we need to, the AGN, the NANTAP, we need to increase the awareness amongst, the entertainment industry, within the entertainment industry, of the need to take insurance policy for individuals and for projects. For individuals and for projects. The reason we run is the premium. But sometimes that is all you need, to even protect some things. When Next Cash and Carry, got burnt, everybody was shouting. But from the information we had, look, yes, they have not built it back, but there is an insurance covering it, that, the owner there is no shaking for the owner. Yes, everything burned down, but because of the insurance, that place can be restored in due time, and I think probably they have started. So that's how important insurance is for us. And then finally on that issue, I would say lifestyle. For people in the entertainment industry, lifestyle is a major challenge. And you see, lifestyle can even invalidate your insurance. If you take an insurance, if you live a careless lifestyle or the reason of the fact that you are a celebrity and all of that, take the Pope, Junior Pope thing again, for instance. If there was an insurance for that engagement, there is the possibility that insurance will not even count or will be validated because of the carelessness, that there was no life jacket, there was no attempt. He was shouting. The guy where they drive, the speed. So those are human errors. So as an insurance company, they could use that to invalidate that thing, and there will be no claim. And there will be no claim. So a lot of sensitization needs to be done, and we probably need to have, like this group I told you are trying to do, we need to have a tailor-made insurance package and policy strictly for the entertainment industry.
All right, viewers, thank you for staying with us, and I am sure you enjoyed this conversation. So like our guest has said, insurance policy is necessary, not just for entertainers, but even as individuals, because of course there are some eventualities that we do not prepare for. So this has brought us to the end of today's discussion. And don't forget, this is coming to you from the stable of Akweya TV, your #1 broadcast channel that brings you stories about history, art, and culture as it relates to our development as individuals and as a society. Do well to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also click on the notification bell so you are notified anytime we post a video. And also read up news stories on our website and follow us on all social media platforms. My name is still Hope Williams, and I have been in the studio with Om'oba Jerry Adesewo. Thank you for coming around, sir.
My pleasure too.
Till we come your way next time, do have a blissful day. Bye.